it's like, what is the next holiday?
You're already looking forward to it, dude. All right, everybody. Welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and taking days off work. My name is Brent, a.k.a. Boo-Wop. I'm here with my man, Rick, a.k.a. A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Did you drop something? I heard something fall in the background.
My dog. It kind of scared the shit out of me, man. I think he thought I was ready to go.
He clapped his hand. He's ready.
Yeah, dude. He's good though, man. When we used to play Destiny and stuff is when I was really watching my dog because my sister couldn't have him in her apartment. So whenever he would know, I'd be like, all right, guys, I'll see you later. And he'd get all excited. He'd wake up from his nap and be like, all right, we're going to go for a walk. Yes, because he knew that was the time I was going to hang out with him was when I was done playing Destiny and stuff for the night. So, yeah, he knows, dude. He speaks English and shit. It's kind of crazy, man. Shout out to my dog, Elliot.
Yep, smart dog. But, yeah, today I went through a little bit of spring cleaning because, Happy New Year's, everybody. I went through spring cleaning through all my collectibles and all that stuff in my closet so I can have more room in my closet. But I was pulling out all the toys and figures and all the gadgets, and I was like, damn, if only I could just take these all out and start playing with them or just displaying them. That'd be cool and all, but I don't want that clutter yet, And so I was giving away a lot of stuff, and luckily Alan and Eric were there to take some of this stuff. So, I gave my magic cards to Eric, so good thing he can go ahead and sell all of them. So I don't have to get addicted and get back into magic. And I gave Alan some shoes that I never wore that I got for free. I don't remember what else did I give him. I gave him a lot of stuff. He took the most stuff. But yeah, basically less clutter in my closet, which is good. Yeah, exactly. So I'm doing my very best to not buy any more toys and gadgets. But other than that, I'm about to go on a tangent. Are you going to allow me to go on a tangent right now?
Wait, one question before the tangent, man. So you're not going to get collectibles anymore. When is the Xenogears coming in?
Too late. I already bought them, so that doesn't count.
What I'm saying, when does it come in the mail, dude? Is that still back ordered or something? Are they still making it?
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to collect 2 of them. You know what?
Wait,
I need to check right now.
Are they at the mailbox, dude? Have they been at the post office for 3 months, man? You're just remembering
I don't know, actually. I got my first one. I got the main character, the Fae, but I didn't get the other 2. So I definitely have to check to see if they're even coming, because one was released in December. The other one is supposed to release January, but who knows? Let me double check to see.
Wait, how come you never talked about it when you got it, dude? Did you stare at it for 5 hours, man, when you first got it, or what?
So the thing is, I was super hyped to get it. It's just, the thing is, I didn't want to take it out of the box just yet. I want to have its own case, its own clear custom case that I have to pre-order and buy, so I can pose it in whatever fighting stance.
So you haven't even looked at it yet. It's still in the box.
I looked at it, but I never opened the box. So yeah, that's the case. So yeah, it's just collecting dust right now. And I'm just waiting to buy the case, which these custom cases are really good cases. I don't know if they're acrylic or whatever, but basically it's whatever I put my morpher inside. And so yeah, it looks like nothing was sent yet, because I think they're gonna ship it at the same time.
Does it have a light in it or something like that?
I don't know.
The cases, they have
the cases? No. It's just picture those clear cases that go around collectible stuffs, boxes.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And they're just pretty clear. But other than that, I wanted it to be customized so that way I can have the box inside it and the character posing to whatever I wanted.
Okay, in front of the box.
Yeah,
that'd
exactly.
All right, man. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to hear about the number 1 collectible, man. But yeah, go ahead, dude. What's the tangent?
Sorry, I was looking at Xenogears. I'm like, man, when is this shit gonna be? So it's still in pre-order status, but
Gotcha.
I just hope they ship it. But man, what was my tangent now? Oh, so there's this anime that Eric was saying that this is a good anime, and it's called High Score Girl. And it's on Netflix. I guess it's a Netflix original series. I don't even know what that means.
I think I've heard about that one. That's the one where they're playing in the arcade?
Yes. Did you watch that one?
No, I haven't seen it. But
okay,
go ahead, let's hear it.
A little bit of spoiler. Not a little bit. I'm going to do my best not to spoil it.
No, spoil it, dude.
But
I'm not going to
spoil it at the same time. No, you kind of have to watch this. But it was really good. Like, I enjoyed it. And it starts off with, like 2 kids. And they're like in elementary school and whatnot. And one's a girl, one's a guy. And the girl is like kind of like a genius. And she's basically, she has a hard life of like, studying. And basically she's like a princess kind of. And so the only time she can release her stress is by playing video games. But she doesn't talk. So she beats this guy in video game. And this guy is like, or this kid is really good in video games. He goes like 20 plus win streaks, often. And, she beats him easily. So he starts using, let me go backwards. So the games that they're playing is these retro games that literally like Street Fighter, back in the day, retro bit and all that. And all the games that back in the day, they actually appear onto the show. So they're not like, drawn or anything like that. They're actual like shows gameplay of the whatever they're playing.
Okay.
So they're playing Street Fighter and the girl beats them. And then the guy like starts to, for the second round, like uses guile to turtle. And then you can hear the people in the background. They're like making these snide remarks like, oh, look at this cheap guy. He's using guile to turtle. Oh, look at this underhanded trick, And then I was like, damn, that's pretty funny. And I was like realizing, oh man, this is the timeline that when we were young. These games are coming out when we were young at that time. So it was like around the 1990s and all that stuff. And so we were roughly about around that age when they were playing these video games. And then as the story progresses, they're growing up kind of not together, but, like the story progresses with them playing video games. And while they're playing video games, you can see the advances of gaming. And one thing that like really hit my nostalgic factor was that's when PlayStation and Sega came out, and then so like the main protagonist was waiting in line for that, and then when he was actually able to play PlayStation, the PlayStation logo launched. The whole traditional PlayStation thing. And I was like, dude, that is pretty sick. So the entire time I was watching this series or this anime, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start playing some retro games because I really want to enjoy what they're, doing. So I like pick a random game in our Nintendo Switch. You get that free online retro, whatever. And I went to, River City Ransom.
Oh, the best, dude.
Dude, yeah. And I was like, oh man, this is hella fun, I remember this now. And then I think the next episode I watch, they're playing River City Ransom. And I was like, oh my God, this is like destiny. It was just enjoyable knowing that the main protagonists, they're very passionate about video games. And all the games that are advancing along, they're at the arcade most of the time. And then you have the crowd going around, the people that, that are doing great inside a game and whatnot. And it's just, it brought back to the point where it's like, man, back in the day, we used to go to all these arcades. And when someone is doing really good, we would crowd around them. But now these days, like arcades are not as crazy popular. And it's being overwhelmed by the newer advanced arcade games, and it's not a thing anymore. Everyone plays video games online and whatnot. They don't have time to go and mingle with other players or other people and all that. So it was cool just knowing that they're like enjoying all of the games that are releasing, and then it showed like Tekken when it first released and Super Street Fighter 2 and it was cool. And Darkstalkers, and I was like, man, that's pretty much of a blast. So I definitely recommend it because like, they start as like kids in elementary and whatnot, and they're going into middle school playing games. And then they're going on to high school now, but they're still playing video games, And the story kind of has its own little side story of like a love thing going on, but it's just like mainly focused on a video game theme. And all these games, like literally, if you watch this series, you're gonna like feel like you want to just bust out your Switch and start playing all these old type of games. And today, Eric already watched it all, and he was like browsing through some of the old games, and I forgot what it's called. It was like Super Dodgeball and whatnot, but it looked hella fun. It's just you have like a team of like 5 people or whatnot, and you're just like throwing this dodgeball back and forth, but then there's like super special moves and back in the time, and I was like, man, I might actually like just start going through all of the retro games and just playing them all. But yeah, I was like, yeah, back then that's how it was.
Yeah,
like we go to the arcade, we play these games. We're super excited for a new game to come out and release, and then we all buy it just so we can get better and play together or play at the arcade. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching The High Score Girl. So you gotta watch it, dude.
All right. Yeah, I'd heard about it. Where did I hear about it? I think I read an article about it or something, saying that was really good. I didn't know it was on Netflix though, so that just makes it super accessible. So yeah, I might check it out, dude. That's kind of. I think we definitely had an episode where we were talking about the death of arcades being the home consoles, man. So it's kind of cool seeing that it's out there, where everybody else can see it too. I like those stories where it's not really about. Well, I guess it is about the video games, but you can see the passage of time through how the video games are.
Yeah, it was that message was pretty strong in that. It's just like, oh, they're playing on these pinball machines or these really 2-bit looking machine at the arcade, but then it progressed and you can see like the evolution of the arcades, and like all of a sudden the shooters, and then it became polygons, and that was the thing. They're super excited. They're like, oh my god, it went from 2D to 3D. This is a miracle thing. And then it kept going on from that point. But also too, it's funny because they have, so the main protagonist, the whole thing was like he likes to play Guile. And then every time when like something happens, like Guile's like, don't give up, buddy. You can do this. Just clear your mind. Sonic Boom.
Guile is talking to him?
Yeah. And, like basically a lot of video game characters are talking to him, like
okay.
E-Honda's like, come to me. The bathroom is clean.
What the fuck? Oh, because his stage is like a bath, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, that's actually fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I recommend. Yeah, just check out like the first episode, and if you like it or not. But yeah, it was a good watch.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I think another movie that does something like that, I think, is Forrest Gump. Not necessarily with video games, but with like important historical events and shit. It shows the passage of time through that and how Forrest Gump just happens to be in the right place at the right time. And there's like a TV playing in the background or some shit. So I dig stuff like that. So I definitely might check it out. You've convinced me, man. Even though I said I probably wouldn't watch it. Another reason I might watch it is because, dude, even though it's only been a week since last, and I know a year has passed in that time, I feel like I've traveled 20 years into the future, dude. Because I won my recent fantasy football league.
Oh yeah!
And the payout was like $750, man. I said, what am I gonna do with all this money? And I know I've been talking this whole time about buying a new TV. I told you to buy a new TV, dude. Instead, I bought a new phone.
Hell yeah!
This whole time, I thought I had an iPhone. Well, we had iPhone 6s, right?
iPhone 6s.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't find the box for it. Maybe that's what was tripping me out. Because I was kind of doing the same thing as you were doing. I was cleaning out, all these empty boxes and gadget casings that I had. And the only box I could find for my iPhone was an iPhone 5. And I was like, there's no way, dude. There's no way this is an iPhone 5 that I still have. But anyways, it came up. Bought the XS Max, dude. I'm out here in the future. Just
hell yeah.
My whole phone is a screen, dude. I've been watching Netflix on this shit all day. I mean,
yep.
I have my computer and my TV near my bed, but I refuse. I'll just use my phone.
Yep, I was laying in bed for like almost a day watching shit.
In fact, I was just telling Rick, I've talked about this before. I always used to be embarrassed about, hey, dude, check out this video, and showing people on my phone and shit. I flipped the table. Someone was trying to show me a video. I was like, send me the link, man. I got it. Your button is taking up too much of where a screen could be. I got you. But it's crazy. It's literally the future, man. I mean, when did the iPhone 6 come out, dude? Let's just do a quick Google search here. iPhone 6.
Shit, I don't even know. I think we got it right when it released, too. So
yeah, so we thought we were hot shit. September 14th, 2014, man. So,
oh my God, 4 years ago?
Yeah, man.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's 2019. Oh my God.
It's been that long since we've had a new phone. We've just seen all this shit come and go. We skipped the 7. We skipped the 8. We skipped the 10. We skipped the XR, dude. Went straight to XS, man.
XS and Max.
Yeah, dude. It's the fucking future. I feel complete because I just got my case and my screen protector today, too. So
hell yeah,
it's kind of cool, man. It was kind of nerve-wracking setting it up, dude, because I just would have all my settings and stuff fixed already on my phone, and I know all the shortcuts. At first I was upset because I listen to podcasts, and if you swipe down from the top right is where it shows all your settings and stuff. Yep. Usually from there, that's where it showed like the podcast, and you can scroll through the time on that you're listening to it. But now they changed it. You just swipe down the middle. There's so many different places to swipe on this shit, man. I'm telling you, dude.
I was like, who thought of this? Like we can swipe in the middle, then swipe at the top, and then top right, and then it's like top. I was like, okay.
And if you just swipe down from anywhere to do a search on your phone, there's like it's crazy, man. But they did what they could without giving you a button. So I mean, there's literally 3 buttons on the whole damn phone. So the only thing I ran into on Friday, man, is my Bluetooth earbud died, and I didn't have the other one.
Oh,
so I was like, oh, okay, I have these headphones plugged into my computer at work, so I was just gonna plug that into my phone. Holy shit, dude, I forgot there's no audio cable jack. Yeah, dude. Holy shit. That hurt my feelings. And then I thought they'd give you one when you
yeah, they give you headphones.
They give you headphones, but they don't give you the jack. Right?
No, the jack. They did. I think that was for the 8 and the 7.
Gotcha.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I did look at the ear buds that came with the phone, and the plug-in instead of an audio jack, it's the bottom of the iPhone.
Lightning, whatever cable thing.
Exactly, yeah. That one kind of hurt my feelings. I was like, oh, I can't listen to this anymore. So it was pretty funny. But yeah, dude, no, I definitely feel like I'm in the future, man. So it's awesome. Another thing I got I got a wireless mouse for Christmas for like a Secret Santa.
Nice.
And I've been just messing with that the whole time, but it didn't feel complete because my keyboard was still wired as well. So picked up a wireless keyboard, and now I just have freedom to do whatever, dude. I can move my shit anywhere. It's amazing, and it's not that bad. The biggest thing I was worried about was latency, Mm-hmm. And it's actually non-existent. I think with these, they're made by Logitech, so they had gamers in mind. So there's actually 2 different modes. One is like casual mode where you have 0.5 milliseconds of input lag or something like that, and another one is competitive mode or gaming mode where there's 0.1 milliseconds of input lag, and I honestly can't tell the difference, dude. In fact, I even tried it out. Played some Overwatch, and I'm still getting some kills, man. It wasn't that bad, dude. Just need to play a game where I'm doing something else other than first person shooting and see how it goes, man. Play a game of StarCraft or something, dude. See if all this stuff holds up. But yeah, dude, in such a short week, I've gone through and traveled through the future, man. How was your New Year's, by the way? Good times?
Yes, so partied at Destin's house, and I would like to say thank you, Dustin, for throwing this awesome party. You know, he cleaned everything, and, and he
Wait,
said
before
it took
or
him
after?
a couple days. I think before, but
Okay.
dude, Dustin's mom makes really good food. She made like pancit and fried rice, and I think it was ribs or steak or something like that. And it was just all good, you know. Everyone was like eating it up, but that was the mistake too. It was like we're eating a lot of food, and we're taking a lot of shots. But the thing was, I don't think any of us were feeling a buzz going on. So, dude, I almost finished a bottle of Absolute vodka. And I still didn't feel that buzz. Hey! No hangover in the morning. That's why.
Crazy, dude.
So yeah. Oh, by the way, the reason why I was taking so many shots is because I was getting passed around like a Thanksgiving turkey, in Smash Bros. Everyone was beating the crap out of me, and
Wait, you had to take a shot every time you lost?
Yeah. Every time you lose, you take a shot, and so. Or when you like get spiked, or I forgot. There's like a lot of rules of basically taking shots of something. And so, you know, every time I took a shot, you know, I'd say, "Hey, everybody else can take a shot too," and you know, we all did. But man, dude, I was like losing in Smash Bros. Like easily. I was like, dude, am I that predictable? Did my brain slow down? And I was like thinking, man, I'm not good in games anymore, am I? Or, you know, like my glory days is starting to fade, and I feel like it. So when I was playing yesterday, my nephew in Super Smash Bros, I was like, okay, you know, no one can really beat me as my character. Snake. I use Snake a lot, so I'm pretty cheap and broken. But I beat my nephew within five games. And, you know, I was like, you know, this is easy. Got him. The next fucking 40 games, I lost to him.
What was he using?
He's using Inkling, the person from Splatoon.
Yeah.
And there's like a move that majority of their moves, it has priority over my moves. So basically, if we're going to hit... you know, that stupid gun, you know, would like hit first, or if they're gonna attack, if I'm trying to tackle the rolling paint stun thing where you like, you know, you get stunned in the ground, that always gets me 100% of the time. I don't know whether I was, you know, not thinking correctly or whatnot for 40 something matches, but legit, I was getting upset. I was getting really upset. And to the point where I was like, Rick, why do you feel this way? You know, you can pass on the torch to the next generation.
You've had your time, dude.
Exactly. And I was like, fuck no, I'm not going to be like giving this torch to anyone. They have to earn it and beat the crap out of me, which was the case. But it came to the point where I was like, oh man, am I really not good in video games?
Questioning yourself at this point, dude. Your abilities.
Exactly, because, you know, I remember I was like really good in shooters. And to the point where everything started diving, you know, like all of a sudden I wasn't really good in shooters. And then I was proud in Destiny. I was like dominating in PvP. Then later, halfway into the year or something, I was losing a lot in PvP in Destiny. And then I was like, man, am I not good anymore? And then so like, I was like, okay, maybe Smash Bros is the only game that, you know, I still have high confidence. You know, I beat everybody. But after that party, getting passed around, like I said, like a Thanksgiving turkey, I was like, man, what game am I good at now? What the fuck? Like, what am I good? Am I good in Tetris? I'm not even good in Tetris. I can't even get past level 5. But I got beat in Pokemon Go. I've been playing Pokemon Go, by the way, this entire year. I was the one that got everybody back into Pokemon Go. And I got challenged by everybody, but everybody beat me in Pokemon Go. Even the players that logged in once a day or once a year. I was like, Jesus, man. Maybe I got to rethink my strategy, slow down time, and practice. But then I don't know. I'm just stubborn like that. So I don't know.
Dude, this is an anime in the making, dude. I can see it already, man.
Dude, yeah, and that's what happened too. That's what happened in the High Score Girl too. Also, the main protagonist, spoiler alert, reaches a point like that, and he's like, "Man, what happened to me?" You know. And when I was feeling that, he was feeling that, so we're feeling the same pain. I guess that's why the anime was awesome.
That's funny, dude. Come on, Rick. Just be like All Might and accept it and pass on your powers to
hell no, man. Look at that, the private from my dead body. I'm gonna be that bitter old man whooping everyone in VR.
Oh, shit.
But also, I forgot to mention that we played Beat Sabers, Beat Sabers or something like that in VR, basically. And dude, it was pretty awesome. We got to play a couple songs, but the main song that I was like pretty happy to play and dance to was that one song in League of Legends. I think it's like KDA Pop or something like that.
Oh, the one Dustin sent us. The one that they made just for fucking League of Legends, dude?
Exactly. They had it for free for Beat Sabers, and I was playing that, and I was like, dude, I was getting into it and all that. And then we got to play another game. It's like boxing, and it had like Creed in it. Oh, I guess the game is called Creed. And Rocky and... Dude, man, I have never worked out like that in a video game in my entire life. I was sweating bullets right when I was putting it on because you have to like punch really fast and block. And then I guess we were trying to do some like ducking, diving, and weaving. And it's like, oh my God, I was like going to crack my back at that point. But yeah, it was pretty fun just playing all those games. And yeah, it wasn't. And I lost in Mario Party. I was like, that's
Mario Party is random, dude. There's no way you can be good at that, dude.
Exactly. Scott got first place, I think it was, and yeah, at that point he had like 3 stars while everyone had like 0.
Oh shit!
Man, we only played like a 10-turn game.
Oh wow!
And we were losing, but Russ was dominating in the mini game, so. I was like, man, am I good in any video game? Maybe I have to go play some Mirror or something. Galgun. Some non-competitive games or something.
Shit. Dude, that's funny, man. I felt like that for a long time, too, though. So, it's okay, man. It's not just you, bro. That's too funny, man. So cool, man. That sounds like fucking good times, dude.
Hell no, man. I was getting my butt whooped.
Oh, man. That's too funny. Yeah, I mean, dude, was New Year's actually when it turned midnight? Was that just super underwhelming or what? I mean, technically, this is the 30th time we've seen New Year's happen. It's just not that crazy anymore, huh?
Yeah, I think we just toasted and we're just like, yay. And then I think literally 20 seconds later, we all sat back down and just like started going to sleep and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're kind of old.
I was talking to one of my coworkers and he was like, yeah, man, I'm just going to go to sleep. I was like, wait, what? You're not going to go out? You're not going to hang out with friends or family or anything? He's like, nah, man, I've been working too hard the past few months. I'm just going to go to sleep. I was like, all right. And then as I was hanging out, I was like, man, that's not such a bad idea. And even before I went to the Christmas party I went to, I took a nap. I woke up at like 10 and went over there. Just took my fucking sweet time, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy, man. We're in 2019, dude. I haven't written a 9 yet. I haven't had to write down the date yet. So I'll let you know, dude, as soon as I write down a 9, if it's horrible or not.
Yeah. Well, for me, like, I have to type it in, like, the date. And I think I typed it in 10 times wrong in a row.
That's 2018.
Like, fuck, I gotta delete everything and go back.
Shit.
Like January 1, 2018. Like, fuck.
That's funny, dude. But yeah, man. So we'll extend happy 2019 to everyone listening out there, dude. Great. We started this in 2017, man. So we're out here. It's kind of wild, man.
That was fast.
Yeah, super fast, super duper fast. I think we're on episode 80 something right now. So in a little bit, I think we started in June or July or something like that. So before Comic-Con, we'll hit like our 2-year anniversary. That's gonna be a little bit wild, man. Thinking about like how long we've been talking about video games, and it's still just shit gets crazier and crazier. That's something I was gonna ask you too, man. I was reading a lot of things that people felt like 2017 was a better year in gaming than 2018. I feel like that wasn't the case at all, man. I don't think we have to talk about that now. We probably talk about that next week after we do some research. I just saw a little something right now, but man, I think off of the strength of fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 and Monster Hunter World, 2018 was a crazier year, at least to me.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know.
Maybe because the Switch came out in 2017 too, huh?
Oh yeah, I guess Legend of Zelda and Mario Odyssey was that year.
Yeah. So, who
but
knows?
the Switch is dominating in 2018, and well, it's coming up at least. So yeah,
it'd be weird. I'd have to look into the logistics of all that stuff, man. Have you played Hollow Knight yet? I know you bought it, but have you played it yet?
No, I was so distracted, and it was 2000 yesterday. So basically, yesterday I had a lot of free time when I was watching the High Score Girl thing, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll play. I'll start Hollow Knight and whatnot, and my nephew was like, I'll play Smash, Uncle. And I was like, fine, I'll play, a couple matches, but then I'm going to go play another game. 50 games later, we started at 7 p.m. and it was midnight already at this point.
Damn, no way, dude.
I was angry.
He was whooping your ass for that long, dude?
Yeah, he whooped my ass into the next dimension. So I was like, man, to the point where I had to like calm myself. I had to take some yoga in my head. I just had to do a lot of mental practices to say, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. This is, it's his time. And I was like, fuck no. This is my time.
Dude, that's funny, man. So, damn, you didn't even get to start it up or anything, huh?
Nope, but it's downloaded. I have Stardew Valley ready. I have a couple other games. Galgun. Yeah, I think I've talked about that. But yeah, I need to start these games at least.
What did I buy? I bought something last weekend and
never played it.
No, it came out. It was $59. I forgot what game it was because I bought a few games. $59.99. And then as soon as it turned into January 1st, the price went down to $40. I was so mad, dude.
Wow, really?
What game is this? I forgot, dude. It might have been Stardew or something. I have to look back at it, man. But it went on sale. I
know.
Like, as soon as I bought it, I was like,
a lot of Switch games.
Are you for real? Come on, Nintendo. Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
But so this week, actually today, Awesome Games Done Quick is happening. So this is a week-long event where they just stream for the whole week a bunch of speed runs. They have a schedule, all this stuff that goes on. It's pretty cool. I think it's for man, I don't want to get it mixed up. I'm gonna get it mixed up. I think it's for Doctors Without Borders. So it's just this foundation that sends doctors to where they're needed, where people can't really afford it, in places of need and things like that. So it's for a great cause, and I don't think it's a scam or anything like that, because you don't donate to Awesome Games Done Quick and they give that money to the charity. I think you donate directly to the charity, so that your money's going to where it needs to go. But this morning I was eating a little breakfast and I saw it started. I was like, oh cool, I'll go ahead and check out what game they're playing. And throughout this we've seen games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls get beaten in an hour, and those are kind of cool, right? I think more or less what they're doing in those games is they're like cheesing the system.
Yep.
They find ways to run through walls. They use
loopholes,
a bunch of bombs to throw at a boss to kill it real fast or something like that. And then when they level up, they just go all strength and kill things in 2 hits, with the perfectly upgraded weapon or something like that, right? Well, this morning while I was eating my breakfast, they were playing Hollow Knight.
Ooh.
And I think the category that they beat Hollow Knight in was, it was true ending, no major glitches. So you already knew they weren't going to try and sneak through walls or anything like that. They kind of had to do everything in order. For me, who just recently played this game a couple months ago, everything's kind of fresh in my head still, you know? So I was looking, and man, remember I was crying on here a little bit ago how something took me 8 hours to beat?
Yeah, one of the bosses.
Dude, they beat this game in an hour and a half, man.
Golly.
Like, what the fuck? And to get the true ending, or to get part of the true ending, you need to go through this place called the White Palace, I think, or the White Castle. Shout outs to the burgers. Where it's just an obstacle course of these spinning saws and stuff, and you have to kind of dash and double jump and navigate your way through without touching the floor. You know what I mean? And every time you hit one of these saws, it puts you back all the way to the beginning, and you have to start over again. You know what I mean?
I don't want to start this game no more.
It sucks. Well, no, this is an optional thing. You totally don't have to do it, right? So this is one of those times when I was playing this game where I almost threw my fucking controller, you know? And this guy beat it in one go. I was so upset. I was like, what? Are you serious, dude? No
it's
way.
Not a good breakfast.
No way, dude. And it's so funny because I think he was messing up. He was actually getting hit. So he only had one life left. And if he died, he had to go all the way back to where the nearest like checkpoint was. And he's like, nah, it's okay. I got it. You know, and he still had to go like over a third of this obstacle course to go through. I was like, God damn it, man. This guy. And I think that's, yeah, after a while after I saw him fight the bosses too, it made me not so much bitter anymore like I would have felt, you know, if someone's playing Bloodborne and beating it in 30 minutes, where they're like, so I'm going to stand in this corner, and if you see the boss, he's not going to attack me in this corner, you know, where they usually cheese a bunch of stuff. And this, you could see like he actually has the skills and the reaction time to just attack things, parry all the attacks, jump around and dodge all this shit, dude. He told that he actually had a lot of skill in this game, dude. So that's what made me happy, I think, about this speedrun. It was just super impressive. I found myself, when he finished the game, I was clapping. I was like, yeah, dude.
You're all standing up.
Like, in my room, sitting in front of my computer, fucking clapping. So, nah, it was good, man. It was super entertaining, man. I can't wait till you play it, just so you can see how it is. It's kind of funny how easily this guy beat it after all the hardships I've had in the fucking game, dude. He kind of makes it look too easy, which is super upsetting. I was gonna go in. Oh, it's interestingly enough, they said that the DLCs for this game got released for free. So that's crazy. That's kind of similar to Shovel Knight and how those DLCs got released to everyone for free too. So shout out to games like that could just do that shit.
Yeah.
And even more after watching it the second time and seeing the whole story, because he was able to speedrun through shit that I never even did. This game is really like a 2D Bloodborne, man. So I think you'll enjoy it a lot, man.
Is the story good?
Yeah, it's really good. It's like its own contained universe. Everyone's kind of like a bug, you know what I mean? Everyone's like a beetle or some kind of bug. And it's about getting the corruption out of the world and trying to become, I won't spoil that much. But no, it's fucking good, man. Because then there's like, at the same time, it's kind of like Dark Souls, where if you go through a certain like storyline, like storylines are easy to miss in Dark Souls, right? Let's say you don't open up a prison cell, or you don't wake up the Onion Knight and shit like that. If you don't talk to him one time, then he's just gone for the rest of the story, right? But if you bring him through, like, he might help you out on a boss or something like that. It's the same thing in this game as well. There's some NPCs out there. If you talk to them, if you do certain things, then you can they can come and help you in a boss fight. Sometimes they are boss fights too, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of monsters you fight in that game, but I think the best fights come when you fight other knights, quote unquote, or other like warriors and shit. Because everybody else has like a sword and you can parry and all this shit. So no, it's fun, dude. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it, I think.
Nice.
Especially if you liked Shovel Knight, then you'll dig this one for sure. But yeah, no, that was me today, dude. I was just super happy and excited, clapping at my desk. But yeah, man, what did I play this week? I feel like I played a lot of video games this week, but at the same time, I didn't. Oh, I finished all the DLC for SpiderMan.
I still gotta do that too.
Have you bought it yet?
Not yet.
You can wait. Wait till it's on sale, dude. Trust me. You wait till it's on sale. So the DLCs are all connected. I know the first one they concentrate on, who is it? Black Cat. Second one they concentrate on Hammerhead, and the third one they concentrate on Sable coming back. But they're all basically 3 parts to the same episode, essentially. So it's all one big story that comes around. Playing it individually is fucking horrible. Like if I played, well, I did play like the Black Cat one by itself without seeing what the next 2 were going to be about, I would have hated it so much. But fortunately, I waited a little bit and played them kind of in succession, so it wasn't too bad. Playing them all together and seeing the whole story fleshed out was cool. There's a cool little side boss that you fight in it with her own little missions. Some cool little Easter eggs that you see. The boss fights, I think, are incredible. But that was never... Oh, you know what? No, yeah. The boss fights were great in this game because near the end, at least that was a little bit disappointing to me when you fought Vulture, Scorpion, Shocker, and Rhino. Those were a little bit disappointing, man.
I like the Shocker and the Vulture one.
Yeah? Maybe.
Yeah.
But just how cheesy it was where basically you just had to hit them a couple times and then get a prompt or something like that. Like, I don't know. No, it seemed a little bit too easy to me. With this one, the boss fights that there are, even on the difficulty I was on, I think I was on the second to hardest now since there's a harder difficulty. Boss fights were kind of crazy. And on top of that, they had a bunch of ads jump in and try to fight you too. So I know they were there so they could help you build up your meter so you can get your meter attacks going and you can heal and stuff. But a lot of times they just got in the way. Because you know me, man. Remember, my style of playing video games is just all offense, no defense. So I was just fucking punching everybody, dude. I was like, nope, I'm not going to heal. Just keep punching people. But yeah, no, I'd definitely wait until it's on sale or there's some kind of deal going on for them. Or unless you really, really want to play more Spider-Man. Because I think there's time. There's time where you could play other games besides this for now. What else did I play? You know what it was? I'm trying to delete a bunch of games off of my PlayStation, even though I know I have a bunch of room, like a terabyte of room. I'm trying to clear up space for no reason.
Just beat the game and then delete the game.
No, exactly. Yeah, I deleted Spider-Man from my PlayStation. The next one I'm playing, and I'm about to finish, is Day of the Tentacle. The remastered version was free on PS4, on PS Plus, I think. And I had it on my PlayStation. And dude, this is one of those games that I played on my computer like years ago, right? It was made by Lucas Arts, the guys that made like Monkey Island, I think. They made a bunch of those point and click games where you go around and interact with the world and things like that. That's exactly what this type of game is. And I remember back in the day just being stuck on this one part. Like, it's about time traveling, and you control 3 characters. You could switch to one of 3 characters, and the third character is stuck in a tree. So I'm playing through this game organically. I'm not really looking at any guides. Mind you, this is when we're kids, so I don't really know what a guide to a fucking video game is, right? So I'm playing through it, and I think I do everything I need to do for the first 2 characters. All I need to do now is to go and unlock the third character, and I have no idea how to do that for no reason. I have no idea how I'm going to get her out of this tree, right? And I think I got so stuck that I quit for like a year or something like that. I went back to it and I played it again. I'm like, oh, this is easy. All I have to do is cut down the tree in the past and it'll be gone in the future. And all of a sudden everything clicked and I finished the game like real quick, man. But you think about it, bro, there was no way I could look up a guide on the internet. There probably wasn't a guide on the internet back then. And, I wasn't going to like ask anybody else about it because I don't think anybody else had this fucking video game. So, shit, what was I going to do? Just come back to it in a year.
While your mind is better.
Yeah, I know. But being a kid back then, I probably forgot about it. But yeah, no, it's just one of those games that's been around since my childhood on and off. I don't even know how I got it as a kid. I think my dad, just being a fan of Star Wars, saw LucasArts on there. I was like, oh, cool, let's buy this game. I remember it came in like this. It wasn't really a cylinder, but it was like a triangle that was elongated. And the box was just crazy. So you're like, oh, man, this is going to be a cool game. It's just a CD. And everything else in there is like a fucking instruction manual or something like that, dude. I think I ended up looking later. Inside the box, there was a guide for the fucking game, too. So R.I.P. I could have just read that. You know what always killed me, too? On my grandma's computer, she had Prince of Persia on there. The old school one, right? And I remember we could never beat the first level. The first level, I think, is you go and you get your sword, and then you go to the end, you kill that one guy in the end, and you reach the second level, right? Mm-hmm. Psych, in between the first level and second level, there's a bunch of potions, and the top of the screen, it says, turn to page 4 of the instruction manual. Yeah. Look on the second paragraph. What's the third letter in the third word? And you're like, I don't fucking know. What the hell, Prince of Persia? Which, dude, they should totally do that in games now to prevent bootlegging. Oh my god. Let's just fucking do that. Holy shit. Not that people look in the books anymore, but damn, this might be the way. This might be the way to go. That's too funny, man. But yeah, those were the games I mainly played this weekend. Fortunately. Oh no, I did play some Smash too. Just like Rick. Well, I was never really good at Smash anyways. I'm just like trolling, being fucking Kirby, dude.
Flying around.
Yeah, sucking people up and just jumping off the edge, dude. That was so funny. That worked, right? At my Christmas party. New Year's party, that didn't really work. These people were fucking mad good. And I remember I put in some work, though. I think it was a free-for-all 4-person match. And I had killed everybody else, dude. You know what I mean? Like, there was only me and one other person left. I had 2 stock and they had 1 stock. I was like, oh, dude, this is easy. Nope. I think I did 10% damage and then I died. I'm horrible with Kirby, dude. I don't know what to do. It is fucking trash, dude. But yeah, no, I still need to practice, man, because I could see how I can be good with Ness. I feel like they definitely shortened his bat. Like, I can't play T-ball as much as I want to with Ness, dude.
Yeah.
But I think they nerfed his back kick a little bit, his jumping back kick. Can't really knock people out with that. The back throw is still good. That's still a kill if at a high enough percentage. But yeah, no, I just really want to get good with Ness and beat my nephew's Cloud, man. Fucking A, bro.
Can you beat his Cloud yet?
Not right now. Not with Ness. I haven't tried actually recently since Christmas. Yeah. I was able to beat him with Roy, but not with Ness. And Ness is my fucking guy, man. Ness, the ultimate hype beast, dude.
See, that's what I mean, man. We were like better back then, and then all of a sudden our nephews are beating the crap out of. Well, for me,
I don't know what it is now. To me, this might be me getting old, but I almost can't keep track. Like, if there's more than 3 people on the screen, I almost can't keep track of who I am, what my character's doing. I can't. My mind can't think of what I want to do to try and kill these people. Like, I can't do nothing. There's just so much distracting me and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nah, it's okay, man. I'm fine with. We've had our time, to be good at video games, man. Every time I play a first-person shooter on computer, all I think of is, yeah, man. I remember when, I played Counter-Strike 1.6 and killed shit on there. And just dominated people real quick, and then Yeah, I don't remember anymore how to play. I bet you if I jumped in that game now, I'd get my ass kicked, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. You play anything else besides getting your ass kicked and thing, dude?
No, just been playing a lot of Smash Bros. and all that. This weekend I was supposed to start Hollow Knight, but just thinking about me getting whooped and passed around all week. Oh man. So yeah, I just started like learning another character. And it forced me to start learning another character in Smash. And I beat my nephew, but like of course he beat me a couple times after that, and I was like thinking, man, do I really have to learn other characters? Do I have to get out of my comfort zone and adapt and evolve like everybody else has? Because I remember back in the day where if I choose something, everybody else has to adapt and try to choose other characters to beat me.
Yeah, the counters. Me.
Yeah, now I'm the one that has to go around and like learn to beat them. I'm like, man. Oh god, I'm old. I'm weak.
And weak. Damn, dude. You make it sound super horrible.
Dude, I got whooped. That's where I got whooped so hard. I had to question like how good I am in video games.
So what if Joker comes out from Persona 5?
That's what I'm waiting for.
S-tier character, yeah.
I am gonna spend a lot of time learning that character, and then some people are like throwing rumors around and said, "What if Ninja Gaiden or the guy Ryu from Ninja Gaiden comes around?" I'm like, "Fuck!" Now there's gonna be two people I'm gonna have to master. But the other character I was playing with is Greninja, and I think I'm getting a lot better with them. Especially with the unpredictableness. But yeah, other than that, I just have to learn to be broken in another way.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. So, we'll go ahead and do some new perfect day or cold cloudy day, man. Now, this might be a sign for the future in South Korea, dude. Nexon is up for sale, man. Kind of crazy.
What happened?
Dude. I have no idea. I think the guy just doesn't want to own it anymore. The main guy that owns that shit just doesn't want to own it anymore. What's his name, dude? Kim Jong-ju, dude, is trying to sell Nexon. Insane. Because he's trying to sell it for like billions of dollars, bro.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the games right now, and it's like Maple Story. Oh, Vindictus. Yeah, I love Vindictus.
If anything, yeah, they're the ones that have really been successful off of the like grinded out, pay as you play kind of game style, right? Like Vindictus. Well, you don't really have to pay for it, but if you want, what do you have to pay for in Vindictus? You have to pay for.
So like. Dye was like a lot. It was really expensive, and the thing is with dye, you buy dye, they don't give you the colors you want. It's randomized. So there's a like kind of a trick to try to get either a perfect white dye or a perfect black dye to dye all your armor and clothes. And if you get somewhere near it, since it's randomized, if you get something almost close to it, it would sell for a good amount of money in-game currency. But if you get those perfect ones, it sells for like $1 bajillion. So people would spend like real money just to try to get that.
So it's mainly cosmetic stuff, and from what I believe, it's the same thing in Maple Story. Everybody wanted to look cool. That's the only thing you can do at that point, right? I mean, at a point, there's just a ceiling where killing stuff is easy. And then all you have to do is look cool while you're killing stuff. So that's where you spend your money. I think they're the kings of this. I remember in college they had like a Mario Kart type game too that someone in my class would just play on their laptop all day, dude, and just dominate. So no, I think they hit and dipped into every kind of game style with this formula to make money, and they've just been mad successful at it. So with this and all the bullshit that NC Soft has pulled with holding back on all their intellectual properties that we want to fucking play, City of Heroes.
City of Villains and Heroes.
Yeah. Is this like hope? We've always heard that Korean companies are too stubborn and would rather let stuff fail than sell it off to someone else. Does this give us hope or like a change in the business culture in South Korea that the things might change overall? So is this like a new perfect day or a cold, cloudy day as far as what this means in the bigger picture?
A mild, warm, temperate kind of day. Because I'd say culture, that kind of dictates the companies, and they won't change things. If business is run a certain way, of course they're not going to change. If they want to change, then they would have to go out of the company values and hire new people, new generation to change the company completely. But other than that, businesses like to stay stuck in their ways. And I've seen that through when like a company gets merged together, even though they're merged, they're still stuck in the same kind of mindset. And that's to change all of these people's, the system, the information systems, everything. So if they release City of Heroes, that would be a good change for them. Then I'll say a new perfect day. Or release it. I know you have it in a vault somewhere in the basement.
It'll make a difference, I think, when someone actually buys Nexon. I think
America.
Shit, I don't know about
Japan.
That. I don't know if anybody's willing to go through that much.
Europe. Come on.
The scary side is if fucking China buys it, it would get even worse. I think, dude. R.I.P.
I think it would be censored a bit.
So, yeah, man. I think we'll see what kind of change happens in the culture once it does get sold, and they see. It's funny. I'm just reading a quote here from the founder of Nexon, saying that he doesn't want to pass down the company to his kids. And he's promising to donate $100 million to charities and shit, dude. So this shit is like Inception.
Yeah.
They need to Inception him to be like, Dad, don't sell the business. But yeah, time will tell, man. We'll see how much money he makes off of this. If people do really want to just be shiesty and keep their companies and let it fail under them, or would they rather just let it go to someone else to build off of it? I think time will tell on when this actually gets sold, on what happens with it, dude. So it's interesting. I think something as big as this, billions of dollars, would cause a cultural shift for sure, business culture shift for sure in Korea. So let's hope, dude. City of Heroes on the way, bros. I'm excited.
City of Heroes.
I'm determined, man. At least by the end of our lifetime, we'll see City of Heroes again, bro. We have to.
Shoot. Yeah, but we're gonna be in VR at that point.
Shit.
We're gonna be not moving from our chairs, and we're gonna be walking around in our VR while people are delivering stuff inside our homes.
Dude, you know what that reminded me of? Well, New Perfect Day or Cold Cloudy Day. It has been cold as shit, dude, the past few weeks, man.
Yes.
What the hell, dude?
30-degree weather, and that's pretty cold for us people in Southern California.
Yeah.
And, it was just hard for me to wake up these mornings. I used to go to work at 5:30 in the morning. It's not too bad, but I would wake up around 4 a.m. But the entire week at 4 a.m., I was like, yep, I'm going to stay in bed for 2 hours. And just stare at the ceiling because I am not going to work at this cold weather.
Dude, it's super horrible. I don't know what it is, man. And yeah, it's when you get up and you have to walk your way to the car, man. That's the worst, dude. I've been messing up too. I've been taking showers in the mornings instead of at night, and I think I need to switch back to taking showers at night, man. Because, dude, taking a shower in the morning, the water barely gets warm, dude, for like 3 minutes, and it gets cold again, man. It's horrible, dude.
Yeah, and then when you get out of the shower, it's like super freezing and whatnot, and that's where I just go back to bed. I take a shower and then go back to
bed. Dude, that's too funny, man. But yeah, dude, I think that is it for. Oh, have you seen Terrace House yet, dude?
So I am sorta. I think I watched a couple of episodes.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, we'll have to talk about that next time then, dude. After you watch some more episodes. Goblin Slayer, dude. You finished Goblin Slayer?
I did. So we got to make our own Goblin Slayer world.
It just makes me sad that it's over. Because, I don't know, man. I don't know why that show is so good, dude. I can't put my finger on it yet. Because there's so many other anime that are the same, like, storyline as that, right? Or it's just like this chosen guy in a fantasy world that just kills a bunch of shit. But yeah, this one is the one that sticks, and I don't know why. Is it because I don't know? Yeah, I really don't know why.
I think it has something to do how Destiny lured us in is the lore. It's the mystery behind why it's this stuff happening, what's going to happen next. Our imagination runs wild, so we start thinking about it and all that, like what could be done, how it was done, and all that. And so Dungeons and Dragons is very similar with that, and you can build the story. I don't know. That's how I see it as.
Mm-hmm.
He's role playing. We're role playing with him, and all that. And he's the underdog, and a lot of people like to see the underdog kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's just funny because I think we were talking about it a little bit before we started recording here, and yeah, they really don't have anything else to go off of, man. The source material, the manga, they're all caught up, dude.
I know. That's where I'm like, oh man, don't end it. Why do anime do that? They start something amazing and then they just move on to the next thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Finish whatever you started.
Dude, what if it's like what's that fucking movie called? Oh man. What was I gonna compare it to right now? Oh yeah, what if it's like Game of Thrones, where they just do their own thing since they don't have the books anymore? They're like, we'll just make up our own story. Do you think it'll be as good?
I think they need to hire whoever wrote the story to direct that anime. So at least have his ideas jot down and say, okay, this is gonna happen next. This is gonna happen. So that way, when he writes the manga and the light novel, he can kind of do that. So I hope that will be the case.
Yeah, that sounds ideal. So we'll have to see, man. It just sucks we'll have to go on this long without a good anime to watch. Although I think Attack on Titan comes back in March, so we could watch that. Still haven't watched any of the anime on Netflix at all yet, dude. After telling myself I need to. But maybe, who knows, man? Maybe that arcade game one will get me back into it, dude.
Yep. Dude, you watch that, you might end up playing a lot of old school games.
Well, that's what I was gonna mention too, man. There's a game on there right now on are those downloaded to our Switches, by the way? Or are we streaming all those games?
I have a feeling they're downloaded because remember ROMs don't use up a lot of memory. And it was like 2 megabytes worth per game or something like that.
Okay. Because there's a game on there, man, that I played not even when Nintendo was really out, but I was playing this game when we were in high school or college or something like that. But Wario's Woods, I think, is out on Thing this month on that Nintendo Switch Club app or something like that. And playing that game again, holy shit, dude. I remember I was good at that game. I think if I find someone to play in that game who I used to play with, and I get my ass beat, then I'll start questioning my life, just as you are, dude.
Can we play co-op? That would be pretty cool.
I think it's, you know what? I don't know. Because, if we could play River City Ransom, dude, online co-op, that'd be crazy. But I think it's only local. I think it might be only local.
Oh.
So RIP that. What was that one game, man, that we got for free from PSX? And we're like, oh man, let's play this shit online. And we tried to play it online.
That Russian game.
Yeah, it was some Devolver digital game that we tried to play, like a beat 'em up. Doesn't make sense to me, man, how that's not it's not an online multiplayer game, dude. But I guess they still want people to hang out with each other. I wonder if that's changed. Let's look at it now. I think it's on Steam, so I'll look on Steam real quick. Oh, I also bought the what is it?
Mirror.
No. I mean, I have Mirror, dude.
Yes.
The Return of Obra Dinn. I bought that game on
what
Steam.
Game is that?
That's made by the same guy that made Papers, Please, and it's gotten like 10 out of 10s, dude, on fucking reviews everywhere, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it has. Holy crap!
I need to check that out again.
2,000 people. What game is this?
It's like a murder mystery game, I think.
Huh.
All right, let's see.
Ooh.
Mother Russia Bleeds is this online multiplayer. Sí o no?
Oh, they made online now?
Let's see. Oh, never mind. Posted on January 2nd. Mainly got this game in hopes of online co-op. Though with programs such as Parsec, that is now reality. As of now, I would recommend... Oh, wait, no, it is. It is online co-op now, but this is on Steam. We're on PS4.
Ah, too late. All right, we already got it for free.
Let's look at it on PS4.
Huh. I'm like looking through the Steam library now. I'm like, is there any VR games I want to buy even though I don't have a VR? I might pick up a VR. I did say that in the last couple podcasts, but a lot of shit keeps happening, so I'll get it eventually.
Oh, dude, this is fucking 4-player online co-op now. We might have to do this.
What?
Yep.
How much is it?
No, it's free, dude. We got it for free.
On the PlayStation?
Yeah, it says it's co-op on PlayStation, dude.
Oh, dude.
We might have to set up a session to play this shit, dude.
Who got that game?
I don't know. Maybe Anthony?
Anthony, Russ. There was another person. Danny.
Oh, yeah, maybe Danny.
People.
But yeah, we gotta look, man. If you have Mother Russia Bleeds on PS4, holler at your boys so we could beat people up on that shit, man.
Hell yeah.
And I'll just bait everybody and hide in the corner.
That's my strategy.
And spam. Actually, yeah, that is your strategy, dude. I'll just do the rushing attacks all across the screen and shit. Oh man. But yeah, dude. I think that's it for us this week. You got anything else, man?
Nope.
Yeah. So here's to a great 2019. I know the next couple weeks are going to be crazy. I guess next week we'll go over the January releases because I don't think anything's coming out until like 20th or something. But Kingdom Hearts and Resident Evil 2 are coming out on the same day, amongst other things. I think Anthem comes out this month too, right?
Yeah.
When does that come out? Jokes, that comes out February 22nd. So at least Kingdom Hearts and Resident Evil 2 remake. We'll go into a little bit more in depth next week. Man, I might have to just pick up Resident Evil 2 remake out of those two games. It'll be interesting to see how I feel at the time. If I see, so funny story, real quick, dude. I really love Grand Theft Auto games. I got Grand Theft Auto 3 with my PlayStation 2 for Christmas that one year, and it's just taken off. I've always wanted to play in like an open world. Unfortunately, it's become a thing now where that's a popular kind of game mechanic, is being in an open world, right? Just like the freedom of traveling in this sandbox and just doing whatever. But I think Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. We were maybe in college, and I really wasn't playing video games like that. In fact, I didn't own a PS3 at the time. I think the PS3 belonged to my dad, and he really wanted to use it for a Blu-ray player. And it wasn't until I think Marcel showed me this trailer on YouTube for Grand Theft Auto 4, and it was a regular looking trailer, but the way it was edited with Kanye West's flashing lights. I'm a huge Kanye West fan, and I think that was around the same time that album came out. And when I heard that song and I saw all like what you could do in Grand Theft Auto 4, that's when I was like, okay, I'm buying this game the day it comes out. And I think I got the special edition, blah, blah, blah. Hijacked the PS3 and was playing that shit all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might be at that point with Kingdom Hearts 3, where it's like I'm not really into it. It's not really on my radar yet, just because I really haven't finished the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games. But at the same time, if the right trailer hits me at the right time with the right soundtrack, I might have to buy that game. Like if you show me
Kingdom
something,
Hearts with Kanye West.
Yeah, dude. If you show me something where it's like Kingdom Hearts with Kanye West rapping in the background, dude, I might be like, oh, okay. I'm actually gonna pick up this game now. I'll have to look for that trailer. I don't even think it's an official trailer. I think someone just made that shit. But once I watched that, I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm fucking buying this game, bro. But yeah, man. So we'll go more in depth on those games next week. But until then, Rick, some words of wisdom.
If you get beat so badly by your nephews, I'm sure you forgive them.